On the slopes of an Italian mountain, we stumbled upon a perfectly preserved, long forgotten, traditional Italian home. This quaint yet charming dwelling beautifully captures the essence of everyday Italian life, as it was for most people decades ago. Today, we are taking you back 30 years to share the story of Ugo and Pietro, who once called this charming mountain home their own, a home they inherited from their parents. The brothers, along with their wives and children, lived together in this small house. Despite its modest size with only 5 rooms, there once were as many as 7 people under its roof. Ugo and Pietro were modest, hardworking men, each with demanding labor jobs, while their wives devotedly worked at the markets held in the town center. Such a way of life is rare today. After their parents passed, the children left to embrace modern living, leaving the house behind. Now considered nearly worthless, it remains unsold to this day, a relic of a former era. Join us as we explore this forgotten home and reveal the lost history of traditional Italian life. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Bros of Decay. I am Leslie, and like usual behind the camera, we have Mr. Danny.
Hello everyone.
And we welcome you all back to the wonderful country of Italy. And this time we don't have a palace, a mansion or a villa, nothing like that. We're actually filming a traditional Italian house that's located in the mountains of Italy, of the Pergolari family, a very modest Italian family that plays behind around 25 years now. Outside, you can already see it, it looks a bit vandalized, but on the inside it's still exactly how these people lived in here back in the time. I'm excited for this one. It's something different that we don't get to show a lot of times, that we don't show often, but we just want to pay tribute and respect to the people that once lived here and show you how a modest Italian family lived inside of a place like this. Benny, are you ready?
Ready?
Yes. Okay, let's enter into their house.
Oh.
Yeah.
A very small entrance hall.
Exactly. Normally you enter into these palaces and they have like massive entrance halls. This one is just a very cozy and small one. And definitely very decayed already.
Yeah.
Over those years. Yeah. You can see everything peeling off and shipping away. And for some weird reason, there is a television standing here in the hallway. I don't know what the purpose of that was. Maybe like decoration or something. I don't see anybody watching television in the hallway.
Yeah, no.
So, but it's a very cool and retro machine. What's the brand on it? Nuclearisirica? I don't know.
No idea.
Sounds like something Italian.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I cannot even read it. Even all their umbrellas are still lying here in the corner. In the winter it gets very cold in these areas and even snows. So it's definitely necessary to have. Wow. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. I want to take you into the first room of this place here. And what's left of it actually, I should say. Because all the furniture in here has been falling apart over the years. And as you can see, there's not much left of the furniture that was in here. But if we are correct, this used to be the dining room of the Pergolari family. And it's a very interesting story because 2 brothers lived here together with their wives and their children. There was a lot of people living in this small house. And you can just imagine the hustle and bustle going on inside of this place. And the only thing you can still see on the table is like all the cutlery and the glasses lying over there. Not that much anymore. You have these small bags lying here on the table. I think it's something of a pharmacy, but I'm not sure. It says a formula or something.
Yeah, I think it's something from pharmacy, I don't know.
A powder or something like that.
I have gloves, I shouldn't be touching
No,
it.
you should not be touching it. Everything is a bit moldy in this place. A very, very Italian fireplace. I love how it's layered like that, and it's made out of a sort of clay or stone or brick, I would say. Yeah, you can definitely see that this family was less rich than the other houses that we filmed in Italy. Some dolls standing there in the corner.
Very creepy dolls, I must say.
One of them lost half of the head. And that is probably a family picture over there. Look at the amount of children in that picture. I see already like 4 children, or even more than that. And here we got a wedding picture. And if I'm not mistaken, this is Ugo and this is Lucia that we see in the picture. So that's one of the brothers together with his wife. The parents standing around it. Is these real plants? No,
of course not.
Definitely fake. And there's so many memories still left behind in this place, as you can see. This is Ugo when he got a bit older, as you can see. I'm not sure who everybody in these pictures is, but I'm pretty sure that these people were the parents of Ugo and Pietro, the 2 brothers that lived here. Then we already got a dead note lying here. This is not one of the family members. This is Elio, and he also has a different surname, but he passed away in 1993. Wow. Nothing much left in here. I think there's a different room down there. Watch out, because everything is like falling and crumbling. Whoa. What's that?
Some pots.
Pots and pans. There's like a little pantry where you could store things. If you come into the hallway here, Danny, we also have the bathroom situated here in the middle of the hallway. This is the only bathroom in the entire house. Looks simple, looks modest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the towel is still hanging there. Seen that?
Yeah.
After 25 years, the towel is still hanging on the rack.
If nobody touched it, of course.
Everything stays like that. Come inside. Here we have the kitchen of the place. Whoa.
Oh, don't touch. Yeah.
The whole door.
It's moldy and it's crumbling down. Don't move doors.
Whoa.
Or anything in general.
Yeah, when I moved the door, I heard things falling inside of it.
Yeah.
Oh my. What do we have here in the corner?
It's a crumbling cabinet. Completely, like you can see it's falling apart.
But all the glasses are literally still standing inside of it.
Don't.
Whoa, I should not touch too many things.
Touch anything. It's literally gonna fall.
Yeah. Here you see that date. 1998, this place got abandoned. But there's multiple dates throughout this kitchen here. We also have a date from 1994 over here. And those last 10 years in this place were actually the most saddest years of them all, because in the sequential, everybody passed away after each other. First Isabella went, then Pietro, then Ugo, and Ugo passed in 1993, and then only 3 years afterwards, his wife Isabella, who lived here alone for 3 years, passed away, and everybody was gone from this place, and it fell into complete silence. You can even see here on the table, the last newspapers are left behind from 1997. Wow. It's crazy.
Look to this side.
Yeah.
There's still a couple of pots.
Pots and pans standing on top of there.
Sink.
The fireplace or the stove still here. And they have pictures displayed all throughout this place. Here we see their parents again coming back.
Yeah, these are the same photos as in the room.
And I believe, if I'm correct, this is Isabella, the wife of Pietro. Another dead note.
Yeah.
Oh, another one of Elio.
Oh, it's the same.
Same guy. And even the glasses and the television left here. And the cabinet full of things. We've got another picture of Ugo hanging on the wall. Yeah.
Everything.
You can see here underneath me, Danny.
It's the roof.
that came completely down. Even the roof tiles, this, everybody, is literally a roof tile that I'm holding in my hand. This came from the roof and fell into this room. And here in the corner of the place, we have the fireplace of this room. Wow. Oh, I love that picture up there. It's quite a beautiful picture. A young lady standing on top of a rock. Okay.
You need to be careful reversing in here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Should I go?
Yeah, you can go first.
Straight? Or you want to show the hallway first?
Oh, let's see if there's something here in the hallway. Oh, there's a leather jacket hanging here. A very fancy leather jacket. And I believe this is the front door, right?
Yeah?
Yeah. Whoa.
Looks like it.
Didn't come in through here. And then everything is connected over here. Right next to the front door, we have one of the first bedrooms in this place. I think I have a slight idea of whose bedroom this might have been, because over here in the corner, you see a dead note. Maybe you can come a little bit closer then, yes. This was the dead note of Ugo and Pietro, and this was the husband of Lucia. And as you can see, he passed away in 1994. So presumably this was her bedroom where she slept, and she kept a picture of her husband after he passed in her room. This was, I don't know if this was her though. I think this was the mother.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah. What do we have here?
93.
93. A lot of calendars in this
93.
place. Jeez. Yeah, watch out, there's something fell from the roof right over here.
Like, I'm gonna show the roof real quickly. There's already a hole. The rest is gonna definitely collapse if it rains again.
Yeah, exactly. When now, after the roof is gone, then the whole place is literally gonna fall apart in a matter of time, like years, and then it's gone. Here on the bed we even have like the last pieces of clothing still hanging of these people. Oh, a Singer sewing machine. Of course, what would you have expected from a place without a Singer sewing machine? Even all the clothing is still hanging here in the cabinet. And this looks like men's clothing.
Yeah.
All suits and jackets. Pretty fancy clothing, I would say.
Just normal clothing.
Look at that. Whoa, this is all deteriorated. Even more deteriorated stuff over here. Oh, the ceilings in this place are actually quite high.
There's actually no ceiling, that's the roof.
Yeah, it's just directly towards the roof, yeah. A small painting even hanging here in the hallway. It's even signed and everything from 1961. Wow. Chair and everything. And here we have yet another bedroom. And I think this might have been one of the children's bedrooms, as you can see. It has these really cool steel beds inside of it, these beautiful shapes. Even though this family was not rich, they still wanted to have beautiful furniture inside their place, and this is definitely Italian style, what we see over here.
Yeah, definitely.
A big stack of bound up magazines lying on top of here. And of course a lot of religious depictions. Oh, you see in the corner of the room there we have that bench, really cool bench. Unfortunately covered under heaps of trash.
In the roof. Again, once again, I'm gonna point out.
Whoa.
A roof tile might fall in our heads while filming.
Yeah. You have to be really careful in this place. Well, yeah, like you said.
Yeah, there's roof tiles everywhere.
Then he literally tripped over a roof tile. This is actually a bit bigger bed, as you can see.
Yeah.
It's not a twin bed, but yeah, it's quite a bit bigger. Love the shape at the end. Looks nice. What do we have over here? A drawer with some things on top of it. Have you seen this piece, Danny? It's like a clock, but then a photo album is built into the clock.
Oh wow.
There's no photos in here anymore, I think. No, there's nothing.
No, it's empty.
But yeah, this is the photo album, as you can see.
Oh.
That's quite cool.
Yeah. Original.
Very original. Some letters still left behind. Some religious stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Even more pictures hanging on the wall. That's definitely Ugo and his wife here. Very old picture of them. And then we have a group of people together. Wow, some lovely pictures.
These pictures are definitely from the 1950s, 1960s. So.
Absolutely. If you look at the shape of them and how they are made, yeah.
Oh wow.
Even some children's pictures here behind the wall or behind the door. Love it. Beautiful. Let's see. And then I'm going to show you the most beautiful room inside this entire place. Danny, you have the honor to go first. I really adore this room, and you can probably see why. It's, yeah, of course, because of the bed that's standing inside this place. This is a typical and truly Italian bed. Then this must have been the room of Pietro and Isabella that lived in this place.
Look, again, the paintings on the beds are something
Yeah,
extraordinary.
it looks like they're painted on canvas and then like glued on top of it.
Canvas?
Look at that.
No, it's kind of clay or something like that.
Yeah,
It's not
it's
canvas.
something that's glued on top of here. And on that side as well, at the rest.
Oh,
at
but
the
this
headboard.
is really well preserved.
Yeah, still very, very nice. The other one is peeling off though, as you can see.
Yeah, but it's still intact.
Yeah, looks really
Really
nice.
cool.
And all these religious depictions still above the bed over there. Wow, that's a very, very nice bed. You can even see that there's still some pictures lying on top of there.
Oh yeah.
Look at this. I don't know who these people are, but they represent something. Oh, there's even a... Is this 1940s? Wow. That's amazing. Oh. What do we have to this side of the room? Some sort of a... Oh.
Makeshift closet.
Yeah, as you can see. Up. And then you have the clothing of these people hanging behind it. The leather jackets that are still perfectly preserved. Wow. I love how they were so inventive. You just hang a cloth in front of it and then you have a makeshift closet. Look at that. Beautiful picture of somebody hanging on a wall. Or is this more like a drawing or a painting?
No, it's a picture.
Yeah. This one is really cool, Danny. And there's still a lot of paperwork these people left here. Oh yeah, and this is what I also wanted to talk about. This is from Pietro Pergolari, and that's actually trasporti, which means transport. So he and his brother together had a transport business going on. They transported, or they were like truck drivers or something like that. This was his business card. Is this something from the school, Danny?
School, yeah, it's from school, yeah.
Oh, and then it's from 1926 to 1927.
Yes, the first class
Oh,
of
wow.
something, yeah.
Pierre Golari, and then we also have a different name behind there.
Yeah.
Look at that. So these are the grades from this person, right?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
From...
Almost 100 years ago. Wow.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Crazy.
And all the paperwork and even the handwritten letters, probably their invoices and stuff like that. Here you can see all the invoices still nicely bundled up from 1962. From his job, probably all left behind there. Right next to here we have a very small vanity standing here. The rosary hanging still on it. And all that combs and everything. Very cool. Some toys from the children still standing here.
I think one of the kids would sleep here with their parents. for
Yeah,
sure.
I think so too. They probably didn't have enough space throughout the house
No.
to give everybody a room. Yeah, that's most definitely one of the beds of the children that used to sleep here. It's crazy. Wow, these clothes are still very preserved inside of this cabinet, inside of this wardrobe, I must say. Look at that. Even still like came fresh from the press. All that clothes still inside of there.
And another one.
Yeah.
Another sewing machine.
Singer sewing machine. I love how it's covered by all the leaves.
Yeah, where they came from. Like
Yeah.
all the floor is covered.
Huh? There's no hole in the roof
No, this
anywhere
roof
here.
is actually nice.
I think maybe at some point the window must have been open and then all these
Yeah.
leaves have
Makes
blown in
sense,
or
makes
something.
sense.
Look at that beautiful sewing machine. Still standing here. And all these pictures still on top of there. Yeah, that looks like a really, very Italian dinner. Dinner party, and then all the photos of the young girls that we have over here. That's a lovely piece. And even a chest behind here that's still filled with all these little illustrations and booklets and stuff like that. But then I want to talk about this picture collage that we have behind here. Very vintage pictures, as you can see. Maybe you should go a little bit closer then. Look at them. These people are definitely not the previous generation that lived in here. These pictures are old. Wow.
Yeah, but don't you think there are previous generations?
Previous to Pietro and Ugo.
Of course.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It looks beautiful. I love the horse rider over there.
Beautiful photos.
Over here we got another wedding picture of them hanging on the wall. It's quite a beautiful room. Yeah. And it really shows how these modest Italian family used to live here in the rural areas of Italy. I like it.
Abbiano scicaretto, davvero saporito, amami l'ammazzaro, povero cieco mio, chi mi dà voce via, aria grandi nudi, scicaretto di luna cori.
There's also still a basement to the house that I want to show you, and for that we gotta go down the mountain because everything is built on top of a mountain here. So, wow. Just come over here for a second, Danny, and just show the view that we have from this house. It's an absolutely beautiful place to live. Wow, must have been incredible to live here in a time. There's also this house over to this side. It's also completely abandoned and seems like it belongs to the same property, but we cannot get inside of this one and we don't know any story about why this place is abandoned.
Yeah, and it's completely closed.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
exactly. So, let's see. There's a lot of things standing outside of here, like sinks and everything and toilet bowls that we can enter into the basement. This place over here.
Let me
Whoa.
turn on the light.
This looks like more of a storage area to the household. Yeah, we have a wine press standing here, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a press.
It's a
You can
press.
press wine or olive oils. Olives to make olive oil.
Even a bicycle hanging here on the side of the wall.
Wow, I love that. What is this?
I think it's a sort of a haltery, right?
Yeah, sort of altar, yeah. Really beautiful.
Wow, there's some beautiful paintings on it.
And it's not paintings, it's just print.
Oh wow. Look at this one, it's some sort of a
Press.
machine press again, yeah. The gears on it and everything. Yeah, a lot of industrial equipment down here. Oh, and this stairs. Oh yeah, this goes up into the house. There's probably a latch in the hallway then. What do we have in this room? Oh, so many spider webs everywhere.
Can you show?
Yeah,
Because
just want to quickly have a look in here. Oh, I see a lot of wine barrels and everything. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Okay. Whew.
that is not good.
Okay, if you just saw what happened, the whole ladder just fell on top of the camera. Okay, have to be a bit careful in this place. But over there in the corner, you can see all these big wine barrels or wine jugs, I think, standing. But much more there's not to see in this room. Gonna give the camera back to Danny. Safer in his hands, I think.
Yeah.
My God. Okay. Even a picture of somebody lying here. No, it's not a picture. It's part of a
Magazine.
or something. Yeah. I saw there was one more part outside that we still have to show. Watch out! Everything is literally grasping on me. Okay. Yes. There's this outside garage here, probably where they would store their car, but yeah, now there's not so much
Yeah,
left
completely
in there
destroyed.
anymore. A lot of things standing here outside as well. And I think this was a interesting video. Like, it's for me, it's more like a tribute to the family that used to live here, the Pergolari family that used to live in this house. Give them one last ode of respect. They all passed away in the span of a decade, and their whole house got left behind during that time period. What did you think about it?
It was a really interesting house, very small, very traditional.
Yeah.
It was cute.
Something else. So if you liked it as well, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write a nice comment down there. Also check out the man behind the camera,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Danny.
Thank you, thank you.
And in the description there's also a link how you can support the channel and how you can help us go around the world. And with that all said, I want to thank you so much. We'll see you next week in another episode. Bye bye. Love you. Bye.